History.
Activism.
Community, yeah.
Food and culture.
Belonging is the affinity of love.
I'm Elena Botkin-Levy, and it's been an honor and a thrill to be the lead teaching artist for this Oakland Belonging program with Chapter 510. We started back in January of 2022 and gathered together with this incredible group of high school students from Oakland to think about this big question of what does it mean to belong, and specifically thinking about the past, present, and future of this really historic space in Oakland, SWAN'S Market.
SWAN'S Market was created to be one of those places where people can gather and connect and feel a part of Oakland, like having a community living room.
I think of Oakland belonging as giving agency and power back to Oakland youth and asking them to investigate their past.
What happened in the past is why we're here now in the future. So it's very important to understand that and understand your history and understand why you're here. And right now, what my story is mainly talking about, who SWAN'S is serving, who is SWAN'S for.
There's so many stories out there. Talking to so many people and realizing how big their stories were really made me realize that there's people walking here like every day, and every single person has a story. People my age should definitely know stories. Whatever story that is, we could somehow grow from that and become greater than what we believe we can be.
So we did my one interview with Marilyn Chin, and she's one of the founders of the co-housing unit. And like I said before, SWAN'S community is like a very big thing, and that also translated into the co-housing unit, where like the foundation of their unit, everything was built on community.
I chose to do the history and the future of Taylor's sausage. It has such a legacy, being the oldest business at SWAN'S, and it was the only one that stayed, even though it's had a lot of changes. It was inspiring to have something very classic and like the historical part of SWAN'S. A lot of things can be lost in the gentrification and in the changing businesses, and especially when it's so hard for certain people to thrive in places like Oakland. If their stories aren't told and only certain stories are told, then people just forget about them and they're just kind of put on the sidelines and don't get a voice to share their stories.
The young folks in this program got to learn how to use all of the field recording equipment so that we can tell these audio stories and talk to people on the street, talk to some of the business owners, talk to some of the vendors at the farmers market, and start to collect stories and learn about audio as a tool for collecting and documenting and preserving these stories.
I think I've definitely improved on my interview skills as far as just like talking to people, keeping a conversation going, and really just being able to like connect with people and form that sense of unity when you're interviewing.
The young people's stories are not just stories, right? They're informing this bigger initiative of people that are thinking about Oakland, that are thinking about the built environment, that are thinking about belonging, and coming up with strategies both for this city and beyond around how do we institutionalize these concepts? What does it mean to have human stories be the center of the world that we live in?
An intersection of Washington and 9th where two worlds meet, a place where we learn how to simply be, an intersection of lives and stories to tell, and listening ears and hungry hearts, ready for a world one person can start. But we sit at this corner with hope in our eyes, the clouds protecting us and our world's blue skies, and we stay here for as long as the Oakland birds keep chirping their song. For as long as the world dances, we stay strong. As the sun sets, we start to internalize that here, on this corner, is where we belong.